leaders of this country, politicians, to put their personal differences aside and think of the people on the ground. Whether you're in power or not in power, you still need these people. So what is important is for us to speak from the same page, but at the same time be honest. Where there's corruption, we must deal with corruption. Where there's no rule of law, we must restore rule of law. Where there are no human rights being adhered to, we must not violate that. We must address these issues. These are the three main issues that Zimbabwe needs to deal with. There must be trust. You cannot be trusted if you yourselves are not corrupt and are not stealing taxpayers' money. True, there must be rule of law. You cannot go and take what does not belong to you. You cannot have leaders in power who are busy abusing state resources, asking for a lot of policemen to escort him to go and abuse his wife and so forth. And the country keeps quiet about that. That is unacceptable. Human rights violations too. We need to have issues, Itai Dzamara, dealt with. Whether you like it or not, it's a sticking issue, and there's no reason why the President cannot put together a Commission of Inquiry to look into that. The same way he's done in putting a Commission of Inquiry to look into the August 1 situation and so forth. Any human life lost is not good for Zimbabwe at the end of the day. We must have credibility being done. Parliament itself can no longer whip people anymore. Political parties cannot whip people anymore when they want to speak out, because we are then saying to ourselves, what's the point of Parliament? What is the point of electing people to be in office when they're not given an opportunity to talk? Let people debate honestly, frankly, about the situation of the country. The rate right now is alarming. Nobody knows where it's going to end up, and there are many players within the country who are responsible for these things happening. They must be brought to book. The pensioners, the NASA audit report, where has the money gone to? If any money was given to any financial institution, we must follow that money. Where did it go? Did it go for the intended purposes or not? The financial institutions which are this country, do they have the capacity, or they're just taking depositors' money and spending it? The RBZ needs to move in and do an audit on these financial institutions to see whether the money the depositors have put in is there or is being used elsewhere.
Yeah, like, I understand where you're coming from, and all these issues of corruption and so forth. But there is another pressing issue now. Would you endorse or give a thumbs up to people going into the street demonstrating against the increase of price of basic commodities?
But to me, the people must demonstrate against corruption, because the price increases are about corruption. That's where the source is. That's where the problem is. Once you deal with corruption, the prices will not be increased. So it is important that people demonstrate against corruption at the end of the day. The same way people demonstrated that time against the 15 billion which had gone missing. It is important that the people of Zimbabwe take stock of what is happening and nip it in the bud. I will also be part of that. Okay, I'll also be part of women marching. That there are certain people in office like the Vice President who are in the forefront of domestic violence. Let us have women marching for this, so that we are able at the end of the day to bring officers accountable. Those marches are welcome at this point in time. The rights for women, corruption, that is all these prices is corruption. Let's nip it in the bud. So we need to move in and march, and I'll be part of those marches to address this problem of the country.